Hi friends, welcome back. So this is the video in continuation of implementation of Splunk. Okay, so let's go to the demonstration. So I have created few of the instance, all of these instances in my demo lab. So I have installed uh, a Splunk on search head and everything. Just I need to accept the license. Okay. Search head 1, search head 2, cluster master or monitoring console, not the cluster master, deployment server or monitoring console. Okay, this is my heavy forwarder. Yeah, this is my indexer 1. This is my indexer 2. This is my indexer 3. So all of the instances are ready. Okay, let's access GUI of them. http // search it 1. Okay, got it. So in the search it 1 in the distributed environment, I'm creating a uh, index peer for search it environment. So here on the each search it separately, I will go and add the index peers. So to do that, let me explain you step by step. So to do that, log into one search head, go to settings, distributed environment, check whether the distributed environment is enabled or not. It should be enabled. Okay, now go to search peer and add new search peer. Then follow this. It is written that http. Okay, so instead of this, give your actual index IP, actual index IP. So I'm giving this and the credentials. should work. Okay, it's in progress. So we have 3 indexers. One is added, second one. So from the diagram, this is the second indexer, https management port IP credentials. I'm providing the credential. Let's see. Oh, credentials are not matching. Okay, should work. Oh, thank God. So I will add the last peer, last search peer. So this is the IP of it. Okay, so all 3 indexes are added to search at 1. So I have to log in. I have to log into search at 2 and follow the same process. So let's see if it is accessible or no. It is accessible. Okay. I can do one thing. I can go to backend and uh, copy the conf file from one searcher to another, but I'm doing purposely because I want to show you again and again so that you will get used to of these settings. So yeah, for this searcher 2, I need to check whether the distributed environment is enabled or no. So it is enabled by default. Okay, so search peer, I need to add search peer. You can directly click here as well. So indexer 1, admin, okay, this is good. This looks good. The last indexer. Okay. Okay, so all 3 indexers are added. So we'll check in our first search at 2. So all the indexes are added successfully. So status is healthy. How you're going to cross verify that these are added successfully? So you can go to search and reporting and internal index, underscore internal index, and hit enter. So all the indexes should be listed over here and search it itself. Why the second search it is not listed here? So I will give this question to you guys. If you have answer, please ping me in, please comment it out. Okay, So similarly, same search, I'll copy and go to, let's see, it is in the second search, it all are successfully as added. The status is healthy. I'll go to second search at cluster search and search for internal index. So I can see 3 indexes and one search it, and here it is showing search it 2, similar as it is similar as the search it 1. Okay, so this is done. We have created our distributed search. Now what's next? We have let's go to diagram. So this part is completed. This part is completed. Now we need to create a index, the input layer, where I have created heavy forwarder already. I have installed heavy forwarder. So let's see the heavy forwarder, how it is look like. Sorry, I need to log into HTTP port. Okay, so this is my heavy forwarder. Now I need to forward, enable forwarding and forward data to heavy forward, from heavy forward to indexer. Before that, I need to enable inputs for on the indexers, so they can receive the data from heavy forwarder on specific port. So let's log into indexers. So generally the login of indexer is disabled in production environment, definitely. So you whatever configuration you have to do for indexer, you need to do it from backend. This is demo and test environment, so I am performing it through GUI. So once I do this, I will disable GUI settings, so you won't be able to you won't be able to log in to indexer. You need to go to backend and do all the configuration. So there are so to enable receiving, you need to go to settings, forwarding and receiving. Here two options are there: forward data and receive data. So indexer receives data from heavy forwarder or any other inputs. So here what we need to do is just enable receiving port. Generally the receiving port is 9997. Click OK. Then I will go to next indexer. Same process I need to follow for next indexer. Enable 99997 port, and my third indexer https. Okay, this is my third indexer. So I will enable receiving for this indexer. Okay, so our indexers are ready to receive data on port 997. So let's go back to heavy forwarder. So heavy forwarder, the same settings, we need to go into same path, but instead of receiving, we need to forward the data, forwarding the data. So how can I do that? So settings, forwarding, configure forwarding, add. Now here we need to give port, host, host IP or port. So now, so who's host IP and port, where we are going to send the data. So one by one we add indexer detail with management port, and not management port, the port which we have defined, which we have enabled. So let me get the IP of indexer 1. So indexer 1 port 9997, save. Again indexer 2 9997, indexer 3 port 9997. Okay, this is done. Let's see if we see something in internal logs. We do something, we see something. Yeah, so we have added our HF internal logs to indexer. So the internal logs comes automatically when you add forwarding to index. Okay, so we have added, we how did we do that? So we have enable port 99997 to each of the indexes, 9997, 9997. Now we have forwarded. So these indexers will listen on port 997, and now we have configured forwarding from heavy forwarder to these indexers, so that they will listen, so they will receive data from heavy forwarder. Now we can see these all servers are listed in search head. Now how to test the inputs, whether those inputs are coming or no. If any input I need to ingest data, or I need to define any input and heavy forwarder, whether it's going to index data or search data or no, so ingest data or no. So let's see. On the heavy forwarder, what I will do is I will create inputs directory, and I will create new inputs. I will browse, so anywhere var logs and maybe user logs. Okay, select. So I'll index only once. So this will be the entry, and auto, does it come default? Okay, next I'll put demo source type. I'll put in main index and submit. So let's see if we get any data. Is there anything inserted? Yeah, you can see this data is inserted from host HF. So now what we have to do is, so this main index is, it is defined on all the, is already defined, it's default Splunk defined indexes. So you need not to create any index. If you want to assign new data, so you have to create index on each of the indexes. If you want to segregate your index layer with like if you want to only see or ingest data to indexer 1, so create index to only to index 1, and only distributed data or only ingest data to index 1. But as you created the auto load balancing forwarding from here, so data will or equally distributed to all the layers. Okay, so this is this. Now till now what we have covered, we have covered two search head. We have created connectivity from indexer to two search head, create a distributed search, and then we enable receiving port and made forwarder as forwarding to index layer. So what else remaining? Now we need to set up our deployment server.